Day 2 of our food journey across India with Ambassador Richard Verma. And this time, we're going to take him to the west of India and the famous kebabs of the north of India. But we're going to start here at the Rajdhani Thali.
Now here's the thing that Ambassador Verma possibly doesn't know about the west and the north of India. Love is food. So when you come somewhere and they respect you or they like you, they feed you. And if you keep eating the food, they'll keep putting more in your plate. So the only way to stop is actually leave a little bit, just to show your host that you're absolutely full. But we're not going to tell him that. So, Master Verma, you said you're going to stay hungry for a week. I hope you're going to do justice to the food, because this is going to be fun. There's a lot of food in there. We'll show you. Come on.
Hi, I'm Ajay Mayur, CEO Rajdhani chain of restaurant. We are very excited today. We have a very special guest here with us, His Excellency.
How are you? Good to see you.
I'm Ajay Mayur, sir.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Hi, Mayur. Hi, Rocky.
How are you doing, Mr. Nair? Please tell him how many items there are on your entire menu.
Sir, we have a Bible of menu. It's like about 22,400, plus items in our menu.
How is that possible?
If His Excellency was to ask you for everything, will you be able to serve him?
We are ready, sir. We can.
Do you want to go with that today?
Let's go.
We can.
Go with 22,000.
We can.
How about we just start with what's on the dishes that we have?
Today, we have selected the best out of, everything is good, but for you, a very special menu.
Great.
But only 36 in the item.
36?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Nair.
Thank you so much.
Good to be here. We're ready to go. This place is incredible because we're now looking at the west, the food from the west of India in Gujarat, which you know is Prime Minister Modi's state as well, and Rajasthan. So these two states, dry, arid, a lot of emphasis on foods that will last in the dry season.
Tell me about the presentation here, just the fact that there's so many different options that they're going to bring out here.
You just have to experience it. I'm not even going to try and start with what they've got.
But does it ever create, a clash in all the different flavors and all the different tastes? Do you ever say, okay, maybe too many things?
We haven't.
Not for you guys. Yeah.
We like it that way.
But to start things off, you need to give us a little finger whirl. And I'll tell you how that works. You just have to do that.
Really?
Trust me.
Is that required?
That is absolutely essential.
Okay.
You have to do that.
Okay.
There we go. And the reason why we like to eat with our hands in India is so that we can feel the textures, we can touch the food, we don't put cold metal into hot, warm food. Exciting times for India and US relations. Yes. Prime Minister Modi has been meeting President Obama.
We've had a great year. The President and Prime Minister have met 4 times just over the past year. The relationship has really kind of gone off to new heights from the, from space down to the depths of the oceans. We're cooperating at all different levels like we never have before. It's been really incredible.
Well, it's wonderful to see them, just hanging around together.
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of takes your breath away with everything that's happening over there.
No, I mean, as the president said, we're good friends, but it's natural that we're friends because our countries have so much in common. And so, wow, we're getting a lot of food coming at us at the same time.
Okay.
Thank you.
But that's your fault.
Why?
There is a sign for every different food. And in the last 20 seconds while you've been talking, you've asked for 11 things.
No, that's not possible. How do I pull that back?
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Now you've done it.
No,
there we go. Okay. Now you've really done it.
I'm gonna sit on my hands now.
You did that. You did that twice.
What, did you sit in your hands?
Yes.
That's the sign for dessert.
No.
I love it.
They have so many things here that there's a sign for everything. So let's say you want to have a chapati.
Yes.
Right? Or a roti or a bread.
Okay.
You don't have to ask for it. So if you change a light bulb, how would you change a light bulb?
Well, you do something like this.
Okay. And
now
you
what's
wanted a
gonna
chapati?
Okay,
There
and
it
there's
is.
a chapati right there. That's scary how quickly that happened. That's quite amazing.
So they have so many things in the menu. They can't possibly, you can't keep asking for things. So there's a sign for everything.
Okay.
So that sign is for fresh vegetable. And you did it twice and said, put lots on my plate.
So that's not for Obama Modi visit.
Oh, there you go. You asked for some more.
Okay.
But I have to warn you, every time you make a gesture, you're going to get more food on your plate. So.
Okay. So I'm going to put my hands down slowly.
Oh my God, you shouldn't have done that.
No, that's...
How many children do you have?
I'm not answering that. Okay, I have two. I have two children. And I think that would be the sign for dal,
Rice
if I
and
remember
khichdi.
correct. There you go.
Wow. That is remarkable. I've never seen anything like this.
The great thing about Gujarati food is they like to put a hint of sweet in almost everything. So there's dal over here, or lentils,
Okay.
which are sweet. There's a yogurt-based curry, which is again sweet. That one's a little spicy, but also has a hint of sweet. So everything from Gujarat is sweet. Like our Prime Minister, he's a sweet guy.
Look, as I was saying, we've had a very good partnership. Our countries have been close for a long time, but we have been riding the wave of good sentiment between our countries for the last year and a half or so, and things are moving in a really good direction. Just last week, we found out we had the highest number of Indian students studying in the United States in the history,
Right.
130,000. We found out we had the highest number of visitors to. I guess I raised my hand.
Yes, you did.
You did that, which is a
Yeah.
sign for the, for the
So
sweet.
we have the highest number of Indians visiting the United States, 1.2 million last year, the highest ever. I wanted to ask you a question. How did you even get started with all of this, and how did you two even meet each other?
We've been neighbors since 1976, which also tells people how old we are.
Wow.
But he moved into the neighborhood with me. There was a bunch of kids picking on him and beating him up. I went and saved him like I'm... That's my aura.
Is that a true story?
He's lived
True
off that story all our lives. When I
Okay.
was young, I was like, buy me ice cream because I saved you.
Okay.
And now it's paid for the bills because I saved you.
Okay.
And I'm never going to hear the end of it, and there was no witness.
You've been all over the country and now all over the world. All these different foods. Do you notice that there's something common, though, about food and how it brings people together? I mean, as you go from corner to corner of India, isn't it?
The common thing all across the world, if you put out a good meal, you want to share it with people. And that's where the joy, the laughter, it all comes out over food in every culture.
Do you worry that as we get busier and as we have all these electronic devices we keep next to us while we're eating, that the experience of actually sharing a meal, that we're doing that less and less? Or is that...
No screens and no telephones on the table. My wife has got her hooks into us. She's like, don't bring anything on the table. So it's a lot of fun. But I mean, food needs attention. Like, oh, sorry. Was it me?
What did you do?
I did the hook.
What does the hook get you here?
The hook is a sign for sweets. And there we go.
Wow.
Do you find that in America too, that different states have like certain foods that they love and then they bond over that?
Definitely, and Americans will travel to different parts of the country to get the kind of food they want from that region. So we don't maybe have the kind of flavor profiles that you do here and the kind of spices, but we definitely have foods that are distinctive in a particular state, city, or region for sure. As you go from the south to the west or central part of the country. Absolutely. Really looking forward to that. So I guess it's time to go. We're ready to go.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Oh, he waved his hand. Oh, no. What have you done?
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
all
Stop,
right,
stop.
And finally, we come to the food of the north, which you're very familiar with.
Yes.
So we'll let you introduce us to the dishes on the table.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, let me see what I can do. So obviously this is dal makhani.
Very good.
We got butter chicken. And then we have a extended family of kebabs here, where I may need some help in identifying these, and probably some biryani, I assume, in that nice pot. But
Yes, and it's kind of sealed tight.
it's
right
sealed
now.
tight.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Chiquita. Lovely to welcome you here. Can I help you with something?
Maybe you can help us identify some of the kebabs and some of the other great things we have here.
That's mushroom galati, and it's on a sheermal. Then we have a dahi kebab, pathar kebab, barra. That's a buna kukda. So it's twice cooked chicken,
Wow.
tandoor, and then we have some biryani with salan and raita, and that's
amazing.
some tandoori breads.
That's amazing. It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
Can't wait
Thank
to
you.
try it.
Please enjoy,
Thank
and
you.
let me
Thank
know
you.
if I
Thank
can
you
be of
very
any
Thank you
help.
very much.
Thank you.
What I love best is all the colors are here. We've got the greens, browns, oranges, white, red. Exciting. So please, bon
Lots of
appetit.
colors. Now, is there a right order in which to eat the food? I obviously start with the kebabs,
Yes.
probably.
So the kebabs are the starters.
Okay.
Allow me to pass that on. That's a twice cooked chicken. That's a roast chicken.
Okay.
With spices, and then it's cooked again.
These guys have the widest range of vegetarian kebabs I've seen, like the one you're eating right now.
Yeah, so tell me
That's
about this
corn.
one. What is this one?
It's basically just corn mashed together with some corn flour and then grilled. I think this would do really well in America because we know everybody knows that America loves corn.
And kebabs.
Yeah, and kebabs.
Right.
Did you have that in your family growing up? Were there some members of the family who were vegetarian and some who enjoyed meat?
Yes. My mother, one of my 3 sisters, and my father were vegetarians, and the rest of us were both meat eaters, and we would eat everything on the tables. But no, we had a good mix of food.
I'm just so happy you took the time out, Ambassador Verma, to come and sit with us and let us take you for a journey of food all across India. Well, have you enjoyed it?
It's been amazing, and I really appreciate you guys letting me come with you, because you're the experts. It really is a great insight into this wonderful place and wonderful set of cultures and foods. And like I said, you guys are the perfect hosts and guests. So I'm learning a lot from you. I don't think I can eat as much as you guys can.
That was my
But
next question.
I'll keep working on that. I couldn't be more happy to be with you guys, and that you allowed me to tag along with you. And as I said, you have an open invitation to come to the U.S. at any time, and I would be delighted to take you around to some big spots over there too.
And that doesn't sound like revenge, does it? Because
No.
in your eye, you're like, let me show you
Exactly,
what food is.
exactly. The other thing I want to thank you for is allowing me to take this trip down memory lane, because this really was a throwback to when I was a kid, and a lot of this food used to end up in our dining room and kitchen table, and this brought back a lot of great memories of our family coming together around different meals and different events. So thank you for that.
Oh, of course.
No, but really, it's been an honor and a privilege. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. But
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you have the last word on this.
Okay.
What can we look forward to from your tenure now, from when you're going to be here?
Sure. Nana, I just want to continue to build on what is already a very strong relationship, follow through on all the commitments that the President and Prime Minister have made to each other to continue to build the economic, security, energy, health, science, all the different facets of our relationship. You can count on us to keep pushing on every one of those, because ultimately this is about creating opportunities for people in both of our countries. And I think the President and Prime Minister had it exactly right. If we come together, really great things for peace and prosperity can happen across the world. So we're just going to keep pushing this relationship as high and as strong as it can get.
Thank you, sir. And I think nothing brings people closer together than food does. So
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.